Invention is a process. You don't get there overnight. Dear students, today our topic is the invention of Vita Wonk, Chapter 7, Class 7, English. The story Invention of Vita Wonk has been written by Roald Dahl. Roald Dahl was a British novelist, short story writer, poet, screenwriter, and wartime fighter pilot. He served in the Royal Air Force during Second World War. He rose to prominence as a writer in the 1940s with works for children and adults, and he became one of the world's best-selling authors. He has been referred as one of the greatest storytellers for children. He got World Fantasy Award for Life Achievement and British Book Awards Children's Author of the Year in 1990. This is the story of a famous scientist's invention of the medicine Vita Wonk to make people old. This was not easy for him as he first invented a medicine named Wonk Vita, which was so strong to make people younger or even disappeared. He got upset and decided to make people older. So he started studying age properties of different long-lived things and finally succeeded in making the medicine called Vita Wonk, means younger to older. Mr. Willy Wonk was a scientist. He first invented a tonic Wonka Vita to make people younger. But it was a powerful medicine as many people disappeared after their age went in minus. One person even became minus 87. The poor fellow had to wait 87 years to come back. Willy Wonk decided to invent a new thing to reverse the harmful effects of the medicine. He decided to make people old. Now he wanted to know what the oldest living thing in the world was, or what lived longer than anything else. His assistant, Charlie, named tree, but the question emerged, which tree? It was certainly not the fir, oak, or cedar. It was a tree called bristlecone pine that grew in Nevada, USA. Such trees were 4,000 years old. Wonka got into his great glass elevator and rushed all over the world. He collected special items from the oldest living things. He took a pint of sap from the bristlecone pine, the toenail clippings from 168 years old Russian farmer, an egg laid by 200-year-old tortoise, the whiskers of a 36-year-old cat, and so on. Now Mr. Wonka traced down very old animals and took a bit of something from each one of them. In the end, he boiled and tested the product in his inventing room. He produced one small cupful of black liquid. He gave 4 drops of it to a brave young volunteer, Oompa Loompa, to see what happened. What was the result? Charlie asked. Mr. Wonka said that the effect of the medicine was swift and fantastic. The moment that young man gulped, Down those ropes he began growing old and wrinkled. His hair dropped off and his teeth also started falling out. In an instant a 20-year-old boy became an old man of 75. In this way Vita Wonk was invented. I hope you enjoyed the story. Thank you. Have a nice day.